it's Rochelle and welcome back. I felt like I haven't done a makeup tutorial in forever, so I'm finally doing a makeup tutorial for you guys. And this is a look that I actually did last night, and I posted a picture of this on my Instagram. So quite a few of you guys who are following me on Instagram really like this look and you want to see a tutorial on the look. So this is the look. So I made sure I did a full face because I know how much you guys like the full face instead of me just doing just my eye. But I made sure I did a full face. And yeah, so it's highlighting, contouring, the whole works. So yeah, this is the look. If you want to see how I achieve it, then please continue to watch this video.
So I've already applied my moisturizer and I'm just going to prep my skin and apply NYX's HD primer. This is going to give my makeup a nice flawless finish. Now I'm going to apply one of my favorite foundation, and this one is MAC Studio Fix Fluid in the shade NC44. To apply the foundation, I'm using Real Techniques Buff-In Brush. It's one of my favorite brushes for applying liquid foundation. So I'm patting the foundation onto my skin first, and then I'm going to buff it out in circular motion. This will give my foundation a flawless finish. Next, we're going to move on to highlighting, and to do so, I'm using MAC's Prep and Prime highlighter in the shade Bright Forecast. You can also use a concealer that is a couple shades lighter than your skin tone. So I apply the Prep and Prime highlighter under my eye and pulling it down to the highest point of my cheekbone in an upside down triangle shape. I also apply it on the bridge of my nose and the center of my forehead. Also on my chin and my cupid's bow. So now I'm going to contour my face, and I'm using MAC Pro Sculpting Cream in the shade Richly Honed. So you can also use a cream concealer or a foundation that is a couple shades darker than your skin tone to contour with. And I'm also using the Real Techniques contour brush. So I like to contour, and what this does, it creates definition to my makeup and it gives the appearance of a slimmer look to my face, straighter nose, and a more prominent cheekbone. So I also apply it in the hollows of my cheeks and along my temples and forehead, and I also place this along my jawline and the sides of my nose. And I know I look completely crazy right now, but it will all make sense once the makeup is blended. Next, I'm going to use my Real Techniques Buff-In Brush to blend in that highlighter. And we're also going to blend in that contour as well. We don't want any harsh lines. To blend out the highlighter on my nose, I'm actually using a fluffy blend-in brush. And I'm going to go back in with my Prep and Prime highlighter and place it under where I placed the contour. This technique will give the appearance of a more defined cheekbone. Now, to set my foundation in place, I have to use a powder because my T-zone gets really oily. I'm going to use MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural. You can also use a translucent powder. Next, I'm going to use my favorite product to set the highlighted areas, and this is the Ben Nye Luxury Powder in the shade Banana. Now, I'm using this shade because I have a yellow undertone, so the Ben Nye Luxury Powder does come in various shades. And to apply, I'm using one of those makeup puffer thingies. Next, I'm going to use a powder brush to get rid of any excess powder. The brush that I'm using is by NYX Cosmetics. Okay, so even though I applied a cream contour, I'm going to use a powder contour to warm up my skin and give a more defined contour. So I'm using NYX's Highlight and Contour Powder. I seriously love this product, and I'm using a contour brush from Quo Cosmetics to apply in the hollows of my cheeks and along my temples and forehead. Now we can move on to the eyes. So the first thing I'm going to do is apply a base to my eyelid, and this will give my eyeshadow something to stick to, and I'm using MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. So next I'm going to use one of my favorite skin highlighter, and this is Albatross by NARS, and I actually love using this as a eyeshadow as well. So I'm going to place it at the inner corner of my eyes, and this is really going to brighten up my eyes, and I'm using MAC's 217 blending brush to apply. And I'm also going to place this at the highest point of my brow bone using the eyeshadow brush. Next, I'm going to apply another favorite eyeshadow of mine, and this one is MAC's Swiss Chocolate. And I'm going to apply this in my crease with MAC's 224 blending brush. And I'm just going to blend out the eyeshadow so it looks nice and smooth and there's no harsh edges. Next, I'm going to use my Naked 2 palette. I have not used this palette in forever, but I absolutely love Urban Decay eyeshadows because they are so pigmented. So the eyeshadow that I'm using is Half Baked, and I'm going to apply it on my eyelid in a sweeping motion. Now the brush that I'm using is a MAC 239 brush. For my bottom lash line, I'm going to use NYX's Slide On Glide On pencil in Golden Olive. From the same palette, I'm going to mix the eyeshadow Snake Bite and the eyeshadow Busted and apply it along the bottom lash line as well. And I'm using a pencil brush, and then I'm going to go in with my MAC 217 blending brush to blend this out to give it a little bit of a smoky effect. Okay, so now I'm going to apply mascara to my lashes. I'm using MAC Extended Play Mascara, and I'm only going to apply one coat of mascara to my top lashes. To give the appearance of larger eyes, I'm going to line my waterline with a white eye pencil. Well, I'm actually using NYX's Jumbo Pencil in Milk. If you're not comfortable with white eyeliner in your waterline, you can definitely use like a nude eye pencil. Now, as for my bottom lashes, I'm going to apply 4 coats of mascara, and I actually use 2 different mascara because I feel like it makes my lashes look more fuller and thicker on the bottom, because my lashes on the bottom are really thin. They are like non-existent. So I'm using MAC's Extended Play Mascara and also MAC Extra Dimension Mascara. So I almost forgot this step, and I reapplied the eyeshadow into my crease, but I'm actually mixing the Red Brick eyeshadow by MAC and Swiss Chocolate. Okay, so now I'm going to add some drama to my lashes, and the falsies that I'm using is by Eyelashes, and they are lashes number 202. I applied dual adhesive on the lash band and wait about 10 to 20 seconds to apply. So I'm placing the lashes as close to my natural lash line as possible. So to hide my lash strips, I'm going to use a matte black eyeshadow, and I'm using MAC's 212 brush to apply. For my blusher, I'm using NYX's Cinnamon. It actually looks more peachy orange shade in person, but my camera doesn't do it any justice whatsoever. And I'm applying it on my cheekbone, sweeping it upwards. So the brush that I'm using to apply my blush is a flat powder brush by Quo. It's a Canadian drugstore brand. Now I'm going to use NARS's Albatross to highlight the highest point of my cheekbone, and I'm also going to apply a bit of the highlighter along my forehead. It's really going to give my skin a nice glow. And I also place the highlighter along the bridge of my nose and along my Cupid's bow as well. then on my lips, I'm using NYX's Extreme Lip Cream in the shade Skin Tone. Now to set my makeup and ensure that it lasts all day or all night long, I'm using NYX's Matte Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray. So this is the completed look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Thumbs up if you like, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in another video very soon. Bye!